guys, Ajia here, aka Xaimi, and when we last left off, I was about to take on this Omega Raid Boss Queen Bee for the Zootopia Raid event. She is specifically a speed raid boss, which means that the best thing to beat speed in this game is to use power. I won't even get into the conundrum of how technically in real life that doesn't make sense, but I digress. This is in real life. So, as you'll notice, I can use what are called jewels. It's the rare currency that you get in this game. I accumulated a few and I didn't want to take up too much time on this raid boss with you guys, only because this raid boss, as you can see, they give me 18 minutes to try to defeat it. She has 300, either 80 or 360,000 HP, and that's because I've beaten her a number of times. So right now she's level 33. So I filled up my gauge, that way I would be able to use more specials and therefore take less time. Now the goal with any raid boss, if you can help it, you'll notice there are two health bars. There's one at the bottom, that's her max. There's one in the middle. That's think of it as a peripheral thing on her. If you can manage to destroy the peripheral attacking mechanism that's on the raid boss in one turn, it'll give you an extra turn to defeat the raid boss. Now, my most powerful medals on this Keyblade are Sora and Paine. Right now I have them, they're both level 6-star medals, or they're 6-star medals. One's like level 70 something, I think the other one is too. And as you can see, I didn't do enough to kill her because she has a full bar and like a quarter of health. So I'm gonna have to do this one multiple times. But you'll notice that little bar of mine, boop, leveled up. So I'll get 30 avatar coins immediately. These avatar coins are what you collect in order to purchase nodes that are in your avatar boards. Those cost medals and boost medals, HP medals that I mentioned in the previous video. On avatar boards, you use your avatar coins to purchase those. So now we're going to give her another go. And actually, this Omega raid boss, I'm sorry, she's level 10. The regular Zootopia event raid boss that I'm on right now, it's not in this video, she's actually level 33, so, whoops. But the higher the level is on the raid boss, the more lux they will drop. And during the event special happy hour, which is 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific time, and, or I'm sorry, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific time, and then 10 to 11:59 Eastern Standard Time, during that time period, they drop double their usual lux amount. So as you can see, the one turn for destroying that middle peripheral during the last battle actually carries over in every single battle that you do. It can revive, but it usually takes about 2 to 3 minutes for it to revive. So the goal is usually to try to destroy the raid boss before that limb revives. Right now, I've just finally managed to get the second little smidgen of bar that she had. So now I have to get the remainder of this full bar. As you can see, it says she's about 285,000, a little over that. But I leveled again. Like I said, the higher the raid boss is in its level, the more lux it drops, the quicker you level up. There's a good chance I could level up at least 3 or 4 times just fighting this one boss. So when you hear people say grind the raid bosses, this is what they mean. Get a raid boss to a very high level by defeating it at least 10 times. And if your AP is low, and you know you've done about 5 quests, go to the level that spawns the raid boss that you have fought frequently. And when it spawns again and you fight it, there's a good chance you'll level up automatically. Your AP will refuel all over again. Every single time you level, your AP refuels. Alright, so looks like in this case, what I want to do I'm just trying to refill my bar, because again, I only have a certain amount of time to defeat her, and although they gave me 18 minutes, I'm not trying to use all of that, and I'm not trying to keep you guys for 18 minutes either. So right now, I know that I'm going to lose this match. I'm just attacking her because if you have at least 5 medals, at least 4 or 5 medals in your Keyblade, that means you get a total of maybe 8 to 10 hits on the raid boss. And for every turn, which is you going through all of the medals that you own on that Keyblade, your special bar will refill by 1. So I'm just doing this to grind to get some HP really quick, or not HP, get some special bar really quick. Now you'll notice I'm pointing out the amount of time I have left and the fact that my Keyblade, the AP right now for my character and for my Keyblade is still relatively high, which is good. Because you're charged a certain amount of AP, or you have to use a certain amount of AP whenever you have to attempt a raid boss again. So when it first spawns, 0 AP, no charge. If it defeats you, after that, every single consecutive attempt costs 10 AP. So the goal is to defeat the boss before your AP runs out. If you can defeat it in 1 turn, that's great. 4 out of my 5 Keyblades are maxed out. So, and I have at least 5-star, 6-star medals. So for the most part, if it's a regular raid boss and it's under level 10, I can defeat it in 1 turn. If it's an Omega raid boss, it has to be probably no higher than level 3 for me to beat it in a single turn right now. Alright, so let's see. You can tap on the raid boss instead of begin if you want to see what the raid boss could possibly drop if you defeat it. You get certain drops or certain loot not only for defeating the raid boss, but for doing the most damage, for being the host for the raid boss. That means it's your raid boss that you spawned and not your party member's raid boss. And you get additional loot or drops for destroying all of the extra points that are on the boss. So that peripheral I told you about, you get points for that if you destroyed that, or you get extra loot for that if you just destroy that point before you defeat the raid boss. It is possible to actually defeat a raid boss without destroying its points. And it kind of sucks when you do that because then you don't get the drop for the points. Alright. Looks like we got her at the grind at this point. It's down to the final run. She's at about 32,575. And as you can see, I'm basically trying to knock it out in this turn if I can. I still have a full turn to go. And against its strength, my Paine and my Sora medals, as you can see, one special does a lot. Their regular attack is like 4,000 to 5,000. So when I attack her, you'll see just how much damage Sora does. 4734. So it looks like we beat her. Now that was a level 10 one. A level 1 through like level 3 is very easy to beat, and I'm probably going to level again. So this allows you to see the damage that was dealt. And as you can see, I almost leveled twice just by beating her the one time. So now my AP is fully restored. Now let's take a look at that loot. All of the event raid bosses for Zootopia drop event coins. Omegas drop more than regular. So Omegas drop at least 3 sets of 140. As you can see, I got 160. And I also got help from my party members, Ray and Derek. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video.